Minnesota, the setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Detroit Pistons. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we have seen D'Angelo Russell's ice in my veins celebration after he makes big shots. And D'Lo credits his father for the inspiration, saying he used to say that all the time. Play like you have ice in your veins. So that's how I play. No feeling, letting it go, playing free. Kevin, that's how I'm doing the sideline report tonight.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Jeremy Grant is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Hayes, and it's Bay in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, Russell is out there with Edwards. Then there's Towns. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Hayes. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Hayes finds Plumlee. Here's Bay. Sinks the three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Towns for 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Now Hayes. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas. Pass to Bay. Another 3 for Detroit.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now, here is Russell. He really had an off game against the Trailblazers. He really never found his rhythm. Elbow shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns. The Pistons shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so it makes them both.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Here's Russell with the 3. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Oh, look at the accuracy on Russell's shot. Even from deeper range, he's right on the money.
Here's Bay. Detroit, no good that time either.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
The pass to Hayes. Over Russell. Hayes, no good. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, talk about a shifty offensive talent. When Russell gets going downhill, he's tough to stop.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw good, Russell.
I look at D'Angelo Russell. I mean, I admire what he's done to improve his game. Despite all the noise, D'Lo has gotten better each year since entering the league at just 19 years old.
And so Russell hits them both. Detroit's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Passes it to Grant. The shot, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Russell with a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here is Russell. 5 points in the game. Here's Towns. The rebound by Grant. Detroit leading by 4.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Bay. Edwards defending. And yes, it's good. Bay's got 10 points in the game. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 6-point game. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Here is Edwards after the basket by Detroit. Over Plumlee, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Dishes it to Hayes. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Bay. He's got 10. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Jake Layman's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Yeah, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
And that one's good. Russell.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Here's Bay. 23 points for him the last game against Dallas.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Now, here's McDaniels. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
He's with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Grant, a beautiful reverse layup.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Reed, takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Layman gets the bucket.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
To the inside, Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And here's Russell. He's got 8. Pass to Layman. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
For Minnesota, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now, here is Russell. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Buries it from 3-point range.
Oh, man, tremendous pass by Russell. Great at whipping it around.
Here's Hayes. Detroit getting an... Oh, what a beautiful play.
Intensity, did you see that?
Great. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Layman gets the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Here's Bay. 13 points in the game. Hayes, no good.
He has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Outside, Russell. Over in the corner, McDaniels. 4 on the clock. Rebound by the Pistons. Grant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's Diallo. He's tightly guarded. The shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Here's Bay.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside, Russell. Layman. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Layman's got 11 points.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws. Now Russell. He's got 8. Now the pass to Reed. Oh, here's Edwards. He's guarded by Diallo. Outside, Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Reed. That one doesn't drop. The Pistons go the other way with it.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Now, here is Russell. Kicks it to Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Hayes. Plumlee trying to break loose. Hayes, no good.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead in playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Got to get the whole team pumped up.
Diallo kicks to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And now the Pistons fast break. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Passes it to Reed. Edwards against Grant. And boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. The Timberwolves have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And the first one at the line is good. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Lehman. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Okafor is checked in for Plumlee. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Hayes. Pass to Bay. And 1:01 left to play here in the first.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pass to Russell. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range. Russell's got 11.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Hayes the pass to Grant. Now here's Diallo. Edwards defending. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Russell passes to Reed. He's looking for Russell and finds him. He gets it in there. 13 points in the game.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Here's Bay. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. First free throw is good.
Yeah, and early on, doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Mavericks. Now, here is Russell. 13 points in the game. The pass to Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Back right after this. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work he put in.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, you know, going into the summer. A lot of guys that have made that jump, paved the way for us, a lot of older guys. And, you know, the answer that they were giving me was figuring out that routine that your body needs, that your mind needs to prepare for each game. And once I started getting in that consistent routine of napping, eating my pregame meal, things of that sort, it kind of started to come for me.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Detroit looking at who they've got. They've got Diallo. Doumbouya is out there with Jahlil Okafor. Then there's Hayes, and it's Bey in at the 3 spot.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Russell dishes to Edwards. Over Diallo. Edwards can't hit.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Over to the left wing. Doumbouya with it. To the paint. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches. Two and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Detroit leading by 5. Passes it to Bey. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
The Pistons have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Culver's checked in for McDaniels. Malik Beasley comes in for Edwards. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Then for the Pistons, Gabriel's checked in, and Ellington is subbed in for Diallo. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Minnesota. Trailing here by 8. Okafor with the steal. And here is Joseph. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And that one hits back iron. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now Okafor. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
As Hollis Jefferson shoots the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pistons leading by 8. Bey passes to Joseph. Here's Bey. And that one drops for him.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
They kept chucking from distance, and ultimately it was their undoing. A disappointing result.
Here's Culver. No points in the game yet for him. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Okafor, it's good on the putback. Okafor's got the lead up to 12 now for Detroit.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
And the Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Gabriel. Top the key, Ellington. Over Beasley. And the shot is long. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Towns kicks to Rubio. Beasley for three. Rebounded by Jackson. Pistons leading by 9. Ellington dishes to Okafor. Moves back up. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Minnesota shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space.
Joseph the pass to Ellington. And the three off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Joseph finds Ellington. Outside Jackson. Here's Okafor. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Okafor's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Beasley, the pass to Towns. Rubio with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And it's Okafor at the elbow. The dish to Ellington. Over Beasley. Outside, Joseph. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Jackson has the open look. Here's the goal.
Wow.
Timberwolves trail by 8. From deep three-point range. But he stays with it. Pass to Rubio. He kicks it to Towns. A three-pointer off the mark.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
I mean, I don't always like the 3 on the fast break, but the D was set up well inside.
Timberwolves shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Now, here's Culver. Guarded by Jackson. Rubio misses. Pistons leading by 11. Now, here's Ellington. And the pass to Okafor. Over Culver. That's tipped.
And great positioning there from Culver. That's what allowed him to get the block.
Here's Beasley. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Detroit. And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy-up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it. Jake Layman's checked in for Minnesota. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Pistons. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Detroit's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Gabriel. Fires the three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's good, and the Pistons lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Rubio.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Up top, Plumlee. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Jackson kicks to Joseph. 6 to shoot. Pass to Okafor. Rubio against Joseph. Pass to Gabriel. Here's Okafor. Off target with his 3.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Rubio looking it over. The pass to Culver. Over Jackson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Detroit leading by 13. Passes to Gabriel. And here's Jackson. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
And you look at Diallo. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And it's Towns missing.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Joseph, that's good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Culver dishes to Towns. Pass to Beasley. To halt the run. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside, Joseph. 1:49 left to play in the first half. Out to the wing. Here's Grant. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Plumlee finds Joseph, and Jarrett Culver gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Daniels, he's checked in for Jake Layman. Edwards comes in for Malik Beasley. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Culver. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Hayes, he's checked in for Corey Joseph. To the left side wing. Fades away. And it's good off the back rim and in. Grant's got 12 points in the game. So looking it over. Here's Edwards. No good on the 3.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
And Hayes kicks to Grant. Top of the key. Reed with the rebound.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Russell passes to Reed. Over Diallo. Reed misses. Detroit leading by 17. Hayes finds Grant. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, the bottom line, Ernie, they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint, and these guys were standing behind the line, yak'em, splaka kataya, and that strategy backfired, Ernie. They gave up far too many open looks, and all those threes killed them.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And so Grant will bring it up for the Pistons. They led the game at 1 point by 20. McDaniels is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Russell. And it's Reed in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Edwards can't hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Hayes. Kept alive. Bay. Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass?
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Gray, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Here's Edwards. And the 3 ball is good. Edwards got 11 points.
Nothing like 3 points right off the inbound. They make that happen fast. Not sure the D was set up for it.
Pass to Bay. Shoots over McDaniel. And he can't bank that one in.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
No coverage that time. 13 points in the game. Pistons leading by 13. Hayes the pass to Bay. Grant outside. And the dunk by Grant.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see. They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes him 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Here's Bay. 27 points for him.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
The pass to Bay. Feeds to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Passes it to Towns. Over Grant. And Grant sends it back. And stolen by Russell. And pushing it up again is Minnesota. Again in transition.
Well, he's always been known as a streaky player. And tonight, Russell's streak is the good kind. He's rolling.
Pistons leading by 11. He's with it. Here's Bay. And another turnover here by Detroit. A moment here now to see the numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And he's lost some of his feel for the three-point shot. It's been a tough month for him from long range compared to earlier in the season. And now he might be starting to press, which can lead to even more problems.
And another three for Minnesota.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Bay. He's guarded by Russell. From 8. Bay, no good. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Okafor is checked in for Plumlee. Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Let's pop over to our 2K leaderboard to see which power forwards and centers have had the most productive last month offensively. Karl Anthony Towns, 4th.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
The collection of post moves these young big fellas have is unreal. I'd say some of the most unstoppable moves in the game today.
Detroit leading by 8. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Grant outside. Pass to Bay. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. And Detroit with a change here, too. Gabriel's checked in. Free throw good from Hayes. Chris, we've seen in the three-point contest, they've added a pair of deep shots worth extra points. You know, if the league decided for the All-Star game to test out a 4-point line, what would you think of that?
I'm not sure about the 4-point line yet. I think we'll always have time for that, but I don't think it's a need to rush for that. I think that until everyone can shoot like Curry or most guys can shoot like that, let's just not change it because 1 or 2 guys can. When we look at offensive efficiency and those statistics, still a lot of ways that this game can be improved with the line where it is. I love the NBA welcoming innovation, but this is something that I think we're jumping ahead of the times.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
And here is McDaniel. 9 points in the game so far. Now here's Hayes. He's guarded closely. Grant, that's good.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Minnesota calls timeout.
You're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Some changes for Minnesota. Culver's checked in for McDaniels. Malik Beasley comes in for Edwards. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Russell. The pass to Rubio. Back to Beasley. To the middle. Here's Hollis Jefferson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Rubio. How last month turned out for him, averaging about 4 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. A tremendous asset to this team coming off the bench.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Corey Joseph's checked in for the Pistons. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And it's Detroit's ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. He feeds it to Okafor. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Jake Lehman's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And that one falls for Okafor. Timberwolves trail by 19. Passes it to Towns. Over Okafor. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And that's why Cat went first overall. This dude is 6'11" with perimeter skills, a sweet shot, and unstoppable when he's on.
Okafor kicks to Diallo. Clock at 6. Pass to Gabriel. Jump shot is good. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Beasley finds Towns. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Okafor. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Culver passes to Towns. And it's Beasley in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Pass to Diallo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pulls up. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Lehman's got 13 points. Pistons leading by 16. Here's Hayes. Hands it from downtown.
And now he's starting to do good work beyond the arc. I mean, he had a drive first half, but now they're falling.
Rubio against Joseph. A shot by Culver. Nobody around. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
For these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
And there's the pass to Gabriel. The 3 from Joseph. Another 3 for Detroit.
That's a slip up by the D, and I'm sure they know it. I mean, the one guy you don't want to give an open 3 to.
Now here's Beasley, covered by Hayes. And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
2 points, that one goes.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Wide open look, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 15 points in the game.
And he has found the stroke, folks. Continues to knock down shot after shot. Perfection thus far.
Down low. The shot's good from Hayes. And the Pistons lead by 21.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Beasley finds Rubio. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Hayes. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Hayes has got 13 points now in the quarter.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only been strong.
To the inside. Layman gets the bucket.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Detroit leading by 21. Now Diallo, 15 points in the game, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Now here's Culver. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Towns, wide open. Good on the triple. Towns has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Timberwolves. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Third is Karl Anthony Towns.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 8 points for Joseph.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Towns. Bay pulls it in. Bay's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Up again. It's good on the putback. Gabriel's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And it's Towns missing.
Well, until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
Passes it to Plumlee. Right side Jackson. The putback. They get it back. Pass to Bay. Joseph has an open look. Another 3 for Detroit.
For the most part, he's been sitting back tonight, letting his teammates carry the load. Nothing wrong with that.
Pass to Towns. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves.
What's up?
McDaniels, he's checked in for Jake Layman. Edwards comes in for Malik Beasley. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Culver. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Detroit.
It's impressive how far Towns has come. Already a standout back when he was a Rookie of the Year. He's never stopped working on his game.
To the middle. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Here's Russell. The 19-footer is on the money. Russell's got 6 in the quarter.
And Russell takes scoring very seriously. He does this in all kinds of different ways.
It's stolen by Edwards. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
I got him.
Here's Bay. He has 29. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Joseph. At the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Plumlee's got 6. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Pistons on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On the floor for Detroit, we've got Jeremy Grant. Corey Joseph is out there with Jackson. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Bay in at the small forward. Grant dishes to Joseph. Back to Grant. They double him with Russell. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's a
tournament
tough one, isn't it?
for the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward. Now, flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
Knocks down his second 3 of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also. Doing some solid work from deep.
Here's Grant. Grant. That one misses. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just want more right now. You got to love the hustle.
And Jackson, with the quick release, once the ball hits his hands, he's ready to let it fly.
Now the pass to Reed. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Here's Bay. Here's Grant. It's hauled in by Edwards. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. There's the feed to McDaniels. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pistons leading by 21. Here's Bay. Second shot opportunity. Rebound, Minnesota. Edwards got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's Russell with the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
His 3-point game has been incredible tonight. If he comes even close to repeating his first half performance, it's going to be a crazy game for him.
Jackson in the corner. Nails the wide open jump shot. And the Pistons lead by 20.
And, you know, I really like Jackson going to his jumper. It's encouraging to see him have the confidence to shoot that shot.
Edwards passes to Russell. It's good. Russell's got 5 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Bay. And McDaniels with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And it's Russell missing. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bay's got 31 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Russell passes to Reed.
Come to me.
To the paint. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And Jackson has got the complete package down low. Loves putting the D in a compromising position.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Diallo, he's checked in for Detroit. Hayes comes in for Corey Joseph. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. You know, Chris, every season we see teams in a given game or series. They just don't seem to have that same energy. What are some of the reasons teams fall flat?
Well, I think sometimes, you know, the stakes are a little bit higher in the playoffs. The other team is playing hard. Some teams have never gotten to that level before. Some teams, you know, let their guards down at times. You know, then you try to turn it on, but you're already on the ropes.
And here is McDaniel. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Trains the three-pointer. Edwards got 23 points. Pistons leading by 19 points. Hayes with it. Jackson finds Grant. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And Jackson can definitely rise and be free. Got to keep him out of the paint, or you're just asking for trouble.
And Russell puts up a deep three. Offline with his three.
Look, the more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
On the wing, Jackson. Edwards defending.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Now Russell. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Look, I don't know why he keeps shooting. Does anybody tell me nothing is falling for him? He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
Now, here is Russell. Kicks it to Towns. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say, they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. Here's McDaniels. And again, unable to change momentum here. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Plumlee. Doumbouya comes in for Jeremy Grant. Ellington's checked in for Diallo. And Smith's subbed in for Hayes. Minnesota shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. A Kobe misses. Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Oh! Boom, he jams it straight down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Back to Rubio. And finished off by Davis.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Rubio outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Smith the pass to Stewart. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Here's Rubio. Pass to Hernan Gomez. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists tonight. Inside, here's Stewart. And Davis pulls it down. The Timberwolves shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Wayman pass to Davis. Rubio outside. Outside for Davis. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. Wayman's got 19 points.
No hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
And here is Ellington. Minnesota with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Chris, you played for 5 different teams in your career and a number of different coaches. As you look back, what percentage of great coaching is X's and O's? And what percentage is just inspiring your players and getting them motivated?
X's and O's are probably the most important. You need a coach that can adapt his system to the players on his team, to the teams that are coming up, that can adjust in coaching style. And so I definitely think as far as that, the coaching, the skill set, and the play calling is definitely important. And I think motivation has a part to play as well.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. Pistons leading by 20. Hayes with it. To the middle. Here's Plumlee. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Russell kicks to Towns. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And all of a
sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
Here's Gabriel, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Timberwolves trail by 21. Pass to Towns. From 12 feet out. And that's going to be a treble.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Pistons leading by 21. Smith outside. And the pass to Gabriel. And it's denied. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pistons.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
Free throw drop for Smith. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't
No
that long
kidding.
ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Edwards. Detroit with the ball. Now Ellington. Smith outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Minnesota with the ball. Now here's Rubio. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's a 2 from Smith. Minnesota with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. They get the rebound. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
A straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
And so the Pistons can now just hold on to the ball. Here's Gabriel. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.